Welcome back to Handheld Hero. Stop arguing about whether Subnautica 2 is going to be scary. The real story is way crazier than that. This game almost got swallowed by corporate greed before most players ever touched it. We're talking fired leadership, lawsuits, a delayed early access launch, a $250 million payout fight, and somehow ChatGPT showing up in the middle of the drama. Yes, actual ChatGPT. So when Subnautica 2 launches in early access, this is not just another survival game hitting Game Pass. This is a game that had to survive its own publisher, and that makes this launch way more interesting. Because the question is not just, is the ocean scary? The question is, did the creators actually manage to take their game back? Here's the short version. Krafton bought Unknown Worlds, the studio behind Subnautica, back in 2021. As part of that deal, there was a massive earn-out bonus tied to performance. Reports put that number at up to $250 million if Subnautica 2 hit certain targets. Then things got ugly. As Subnautica 2 was moving toward early access, Krafton removed key Unknown Worlds leadership, including CEO Ted Gill and original founders connected to the franchise. The former leadership accused Krafton of delaying the game and pushing them out to avoid paying that massive bonus. Krafton, of course, pushed back and said the leadership changes were about development problems and responsibility. But then the court drama got wild. A Delaware court ruled against Krafton, ordered Ted Gill reinstated as CEO, restored his operational control, and extended the earn-out window tied to that $250 million payout. Reuters reported the judge found Krafton improperly removed Gill as part of a strategy influenced by ChatGPT, while The Guardian reported Krafton's CEO had used ChatGPT while looking for ways around the bonus issue. That is insane. This is not normal video game drama. This is not just fans arguing over graphics. This is a survival game getting dragged into a corporate power struggle over control, money, and who actually gets to decide when the game is ready. And that's why this launch matters. Subnautica 2 is not arriving clean. It's arriving with millions of wish lists, Game Pass attention, co-op pressure, years of early access ahead, and a public corporate fight hanging over the whole thing. So if the game launches rough, people will blame Krafton. If it feels unfinished, people will blame the drama. If the content feels light, people will ask if the delay was ever really about quality. That's the problem. This launch is not just about survival mechanics anymore, it's about whether the original vision survived the boardroom, because Subnautica was never just crafting and swimming around. It was mystery, fear, isolation, discovery. And now, after all this drama, Subnautica 2 has to prove that corporate politics didn't damage the thing that made this series special. So are you buying day one to support the original vision, or is the Krafton drama enough to make you wait? Drop your take in the comments, and if you want gaming takes that don't play it safe, subscribe to Handheld Hero.